All right, Dennis, yes or no? Is staying together for the kids a good idea?
No.
Can a relationship ever truly recover from cheating?
No.
Should you get married if you're already in couples therapy?
No.
Is the honeymoon phase a myth?
No.
Should you tell your partner every single secret from your past?
No.
Damn, he said no to every single question. Now, some of those questions I thought, okay, yes, or kind of, sort of, but he said no to all of those questions. First, let's start with should you stay for the kids? Now, I have to say I didn't. I was married, I got divorced, and I definitely did not stay for my children. But that was just because cheating actually happened. Now, I understand that some people definitely would stay for the kids, but I would say stay if you believe that this is your best option. Stay if you know that you can make things work. Stay if this is the person that you really want to be with and the feeling is mutual. You guys are just going through a tough period in time. I would say stay, but don't stay just for the children. Don't stay for any other reason than the fact that you want to be with that person.
Just a reminder that I am missing my partner next to me where I can.
Now, when it comes to cheating, my philosophy is really, really simple. I would rather leave than to cheat on the woman because I do not want to spend the rest of the relationship trying to prove to her that I'm not going to do it again. And I don't want to deal with the fact that she may threaten to cheat on me back, right? So I don't want to deal with the revenge, and I definitely don't want to deal with the threat. Me personally, I'm not into a woman if she cheats on me anyway, because my sex drive is high enough to where if she feels like she has to go out and get it from somewhere else, then she should probably stay somewhere else. But what I realized is that the relationship does not recover, meaning full trust is no longer there. And the messed up part is that a woman can actually bring a baby home to you that's not yours, but she could pretend as if it is, especially if the man kind of sort of looks like you.
Exactly. Mr. Lee, you are not the father.
That would be called the ultimate revenge. Now, when it comes to couples training, couples therapy, what I was thinking at first was this may be an actual good way to get started.
No.
Right? Because you would think, okay, well, you know what? This will actually give us the tools that we need to keep our relationship strong, active.
No.
And it would give us a good way to work out our problems, or a good way to avoid having problems, right? However you choose to look at problems, because they're definitely going to come up. But when he answered no to that, it made me automatically think, okay, well, maybe he's talking about, okay, you guys are boyfriend and girlfriend, or possibly fiancés, right? And you're going to couples therapy. At that point, you probably should just go ahead and call it off. Based on the little bit of research that I've done, I noticed that the words that were being used was couples who completed couples therapy, 70 to 75% of those couples stayed together, but the key word was completed it. And then there was another thing or detail that was missing was the couples who waited too long, right? So here's my point about therapy in general. It goes with the same thing I said in the beginning of the reasons why you would want to stay. Stay because you want to stay. Stay because you want to work things out. Stay because this is the person that you really just want to be with. That is probably going to be more enriching to you than any other decision. The best part of the relationship to me is the honeymoon stage. Because this is where the passionate jumping up and down on each other happens, right? Like this is where this is the most fun part of the relationship, being able to not keep your hands off that person, always having that person in your mind or somewhere around it, and it be happy thoughts, not complaints, not nagging.
Bro, I've been sitting in this car for about 2 hours now because I refuse to go inside and be with my wife. Like, I hate her that much. The only reason why I'm with her is because I'm broke.
Not, oh my gosh, I don't want to go home to her. Oh my gosh, I don't want to deal with her. But a big thing really is the secrets, right? Because some secrets are insignificant, and then some secrets are actually highly important.
You gotta say anything, dog. You gotta be able to stomach anything.
What percentage of women do you think that had a train ran over?
Oh. I'm gonna let her answer that. I have no idea.
95.
95?
I mean, we got a lot of hoes out here. We got a lot.
Friends, was that like a normal thing when you was growing up? Like, just like, hey, man, I done had 2 buddies over here.
Yeah, growing up, I got a lot of friends
I'm talking
that did.
Chicago here.
For instance, secrets that you may not want to tell are probably things that will be used against you. Now, the messed up part is this is somebody that you are trusting, or you feel like you can trust, or you think you can trust because of whatever you've been through. Maybe they've gained your trust. Now, really quick, what I've learned about women who have been divorced is they learned from their divorce. They learned what to do. Most importantly, they learned what not to do, meaning they're not going to make the same mistakes that they made in the first divorce. And their conversation is different. So when you hear a woman giving you the ultimatum, yeah, you're either my husband or you're not. Not is probably always your best answer, because if she's giving you that kind of ultimatum, what other ultimatum is this woman actually going to give you? Meaning, if she could control you into being her husband, what other controls will this woman have on you? But she will also know exactly what questions to ask you, just to make sure you don't have some hidden account over here, or some stock portfolio, or some retirement plan that she cannot get a piece of. In fact, she's asking that so that she can figure out how she can get her hands on that money, on your money, in case a divorce is ever on the table. Now, I just did a video talking about the recovery time it takes from dating, the recovery time it takes from a marriage, or let's say a divorce, is even worse, because now you're looking at a lot of different factors, and revenge or resentment can be built up during the divorce, but it can happen especially after the divorce. So that recovery time is even worse than it was before, because now you're looking at the situation and saying, you know what, I trusted this person. This person knew all my secrets, which you just heard the divorce lawyer say, do not do that. You will also look at everything item for item, because when you're in court and you can't get your point across to the judge because they're cutting you off because you think that they're going to allow you to speak for as long as you want, or because you don't know the laws, you don't understand what's legal, what's illegal, like what you can do versus what you can't do. Like once you start going through that process, the way that you look at marriage, you probably never will look at it again, unless you're a person who really just desires to be married again. The reason why I encourage people to become the best version of themselves is so they can live the life that they want to live. I'm not telling you not to get married or to get married. I'm telling you, whichever decision you make, enjoy it. That's my message. But with all that being said, my question to you guys is, have you ever been in any of these situations that this divorce lawyer has told you not to do? Thank you for watching this video. Make sure if you made it this far in the video to like and subscribe to the channel for more confidence and clarity. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.